Hi everyone. In this session, we'll see AngularJS application and MVC architecture. MVC architecture and one example program for AngularJS. Okay. All right. See AngularJS MVC architecture. AngularJS MVC architecture. MVC stands for what? MVC stands for Model, View and Controller. Model, View and Controller. What model represents, what view represents, what controller will do, the things we can discuss here. Okay. Simply we can say model represents the data and view represents whatever the user able to view on the web page, that represents view, and the controller is the interface between model and view. Okay, right, it manages data from model to view, view to model. Okay, it is a software design pattern. What is MVC? It is a software design pattern for developing web applications. It is very popular because it isolates the application logic from user interface layer and supports separation of concerns. Okay, so we have some following steps. Mainly it having three parts, right? First one is model, view and controller. Model, view, controller. Model, second one view, third one controller. So what happens? What is the flow? What model will do? So here model is responsible for managing the application data. What model is doing here? Managing application data. That means in shortcut way you can remember model means data. So it responds to the request from the view and to the instructions from the controller to update itself. Instructions given by what? Given from whom? Controller. Okay. So that's what the model is doing here. Okay. Model represents what? The model responsibility is what? Managing application data, and it is a response to the request from the view. It is request from the view to the instructors from the controller to update itself, from the controller update itself, right? Coming to view, it is this one the view, right? So this view responsible for displaying all the data or only a portion of data to the user able to view the data. So it is also specifies the data in a particular format triggered by the controller's decision to the present data. So they are script based template systems such as JSP pages or ASP pages or PHP pages. So and very easy to integrate with Ajax technology also. Okay, so that's about view. Coming to controller. What controller will do? What is the responsibility of the controller? Controller responsibility is to control the relation between model and view. Okay, the model and view, control relation between model and view. Its response to user input is response from the user input and perform interactions on the data model objects. The controller receives the input, and validate here, and then perform business operations, thus modify the state of the data model. That we can view in the view page. Okay, so that is the thing we can learn from MVC, model view controller. Model represents the data, view represents whatever the data we can view on the web page, that represents the view presentation, and the controller is the responsibility of controlling or managing data between the view and controller, right? So that we can see in this diagram. Right, think you understood about MVC architecture. Right, so I will show you one example, then you can understand this one easily. Okay, so first example for AngularJS. So take one notepad, write AngularJS program here, doc type, I'm writing HTML page, doc type HTML, document type is what? HTML. That means it represents we are using HTML5 version. Okay, right. Next tag is HTML language. So HTML language we are using what? English. Okay, like we can use Spanish for EN and French, Italian, IT you can use. So different ways, different languages we can use within the HTML. Alright, next head, next within the closing we are placing head here, and within this head we can write script slash script, close the script here. Next, in this script we are writing src equal to angular.js. Okay, right. Or so if you are if you want to get that file, what you should do, go to browser, any browser, type angularjs.org. okay, here you can see download AngularJS option. You can click on there and you can see CDN URL. So or you can download from here also. If you click on here, you can see the code. So this is the content available in AngularJS file. So we no need to write this all the code, we can reuse this code actually. Okay, right. Now what we should do for if you want to do offline, I'm not using CDN, we are doing in offline, right? So for that we need to copy this all the code and take one notepad and paste it. Okay, notepad here we can see already I have done this one. I have created one folder called Angular examples. So I have taken one notepad and I pasted and I saved with the dot extension .js. Okay, so that is JavaScript that you can see here. Okay, .js file. Okay, now that I have shown already, right? Now I am going to show with this URL. Okay, so through CDN I am going to show you. Okay, you can copy paste this one here. Then that means while you are using this URL, you should have connection with internet, otherwise it will not work. If you are downloaded and you are saving that Angular file in one folder, means you can do in offline also, we can access the data. Okay, next head close, then body. So these are some HTML elements, HTML tags. So now we are going to use AngularJS extra attributes of HTML. Extra attributes of HTML. Those are Angular directives, Angular attributes. Okay, so I'm using ng-app. What is that meaning? So ng-app directive attribute is used for initializing Angular framework. This is the root node. Okay, so I'm giving name for that app, my app. Okay, my app. Next, so now I'm taking one div tag. Within that div tag, so this div represents the controller. I'm giving controller name. So this is another directive attribute, ng-controller to represents the controller. So this is controller name. We can use this is user defined hello controller. You can use any name. Okay, hello controller. Okay, right here what I am doing here means we created h2 tag. Okay, in this h2 tag I want to display the data. So hello message, hello. Then I'm using this double flower braces means by name. So this is the expression tag. So if I want to display any output dynamically, I should use it. So I'm storing one value in one variable called hello 2 variable dot title. Hello 2 dot title is the variable name. I can use like this. Okay, I should access that value from the controller, which I'm going to write in the script. Next, so now writing actual this AngularJS script. Open script, close script. Okay, within that we need to write. Okay, I'm going to write within single line Angular dot module of module name that is app name. So copy paste as it is. Okay, should be same, not lowercase, not uppercase. Module name comma dependency. This rectangle box represents dependency here. Okay, I want to write in single line, right? Then I'm going to create a controller from the module. Controller of controller name. Controller name what we have given, ng controller, right? So that controller name I'm giving here. Then comma, separate with comma, controller followed by a function. This is the syntax we need to remember. That contains parameter $scope. Okay, it's the built-in object. $scope is a built-in object here. We can perform any operation. We can provide the connection. Right, open, then close, then close the controller. Right. So within this we can write our code. So I'm going to create a variable. So $scope dot hello 2. So equal to, I'm giving empty value. I'm not initialized any value here. Then I'm taking another actual value $scope dot what I have given here. So that value I'm initializing, means I'm giving value here. So this is the variable I'm initializing hello and remaining hello world comma AngularJS, right? So now we can execute this program. Script closed. Where is that one? So body should close, right? Body close, then /html. Right, I can save this file, save as first Angular example. I'm giving name and saving with .html. This is HTML, right? So I'm saving like this. Okay, now I need to run that. I should open with any browser like Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Opera Mini, Internet Explorer, whatever. Okay, right now you can see hello world AngularJS. I think you understood right here. Okay, I use for loading AngularJS file I used CDN. Okay, this you need to remember. Script src equal to https://ajax.google-api.com/ajax/libs/ajax/version 1.8.2/angular.min.js. Okay, so next, so initialized Angular framework by using ngr. I have created controller. So I have given name to that HTML. I used Angular attribute, that is extra attribute of HTML. Then I used to display the data with this expression tag, these double flower braces. Now I have created this AngularJS script. So I first I need to create module. From that module I need to create controller. This is the syntax. Angular.module or module name, then comma dependency dot controller name, followed by a function having the parameter $scope, then $scope dot hello2. I have given empty, and $scope dot hello2 dot title. This is the actual variable we need to access here. Then already hello there, and I have initialized value all AngularJS that we are able to view here. Hello all AngularJS. Do you have any doubts till here? If you have any doubts, you can comment in the below section. Alright, next we can see another example. So see another example I'm going to show. So we can initialize the values in AngularJS through ng-init directory attribute. So take one body tag that I had removed, sorry. Then within that you can write div tag. Okay, within this div you can use ng-app to initialize Angular framework, that is the directory attribute. Then you don't need to give any name here. Then ng-init. So it is used for initializing the variables directly here, not from $scope. Okay, no need to create controller, and you no need to initialize the values there. Directly you can use ng-init attribute to initialize the values. Okay, I'm going to perform an operation that means quantity into price or cost. Okay, quantity equal to variable. I'm declaring variable and initializing the value to that variable separately, semicolon. Next, cost is another variable. I'm initializing value with 5. Okay, alright, now I'm going to perform operation, right? So you know how to display the values through expression tag, right? I'm taking one paragraph tag. Okay, closing that paragraph tag. Within that I can display the total in rupees. Okay, with flower braces, double flower braces. So now, the variable name is what? Quantity into cost. Quantity into cost. So the value we can see. So you can save this one file with save as AngularJS second example or second example. Okay, .html. You should not give empty. So I have given file name, then saved it. So now you can go to that folder. So what is the file name? Second. So now you can open with Google Chrome. See, that's what we got the output, right? So this is the program. Expression tag. By using expression tag, we can display that operation output. Okay, in this way we can initialize the values. In AngularJS, by using ng-init directory attribute, we can initialize that value and we can perform operation and we can display the data, right? So that's what I'm trying to explain here. Where is MVC? So in first example we can see that one. Where is first angular.js file? Open with the notepad. Here you can observe. So this is the view part. Whatever the thing we are trying to display, that is the view part, and this is the controller part. Okay, the model part we will see in the next part. Okay, right. Thank you for listening this session. Thank you all. Please do subscribe.